Hello besties, welcome to another episode of Everything Hair. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do bombshell curls on a blonde wig. A perfect bombshell curls. The prep, whatsoever you're supposed to do, how to properly blow dry your hair, wash to the end. Everything is in this video. So, yep. So guys, if you're new to my page, make sure you check me out on TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook, IG. I post amazing tutorials, transformative videos, and tips. So while you're here, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn notification. And let's get started on this hair journey. So first things first, here's what our wig was looking like. Not bad, right? Yep, but we can do better. So what I went in first was blow drying the hair. I section my hair and I work in very tiny bits of sections, right? So I section my hair and then I go in with my hair mousse. So I just use a little bit of hair mousse. So I think this is really optional, right? Most people don't like a lot of products on their hairs. So it's really optional. It's really optional. But as a hairstylist, we are going to try all methods and see which works best. So using hair mousse on your hair and blow drying it before coiling gives the hair additional hold for the coils. It makes the hair to just hold the coils better, right? So that's what we were trying out, and that's why I went with this particular procedure. So after putting your hair mousse, you just go ahead to blow dry your hair on medium setting, like medium heat, right? Yeah. So when you're done with that, you're going to go to the next section. So here's what the back was looking like already. You can see it's looking very nice and sleek, and you could work it like that already if you are not going to coil it, or maybe if you're straightening your hair, you're going to skip the most part, but you're going to follow the same process. Section your hair, then you blow dry on warm to cool setting. So yeah, so now we are going to the next part and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to section our hair and then we're going to apply our hair mousse to the hair, right? And we're going to begin the same process to blow dry it. So after doing that, I noticed that this section was a little bit big, so I had to go in and kind of separate it into two. That way I could really blow dry the hair perfectly and get each and every section. So yeah, so normally I'll blow dry my hair in such big sections if I'm in a haste, but when I have the time, yep, I love to do the right thing the right way. So I had the time and I decided to section it into two before I began. So after applying your mousse, right, you just want to go ahead and comb it. And if you notice, I changed my brush. So I was using the wooden brush at first, but that is for blow drying your hair. Maybe you want to straighten your hair, it's advisable to use the wooden brush. But if you're going to coil your hair, right, it's advisable to use the bristle brush, the ceramic brush, because since you're going to be using warm air to blow dry the hair, the brush is going to absorb some of that hair and it's going to transfer that heat to the hair. So that's
That's
why
why
I
I
decided to
said
switch
switch
at
at
that
that
point.
point.
So
So
yeah.
yeah.
So now we are going to proceed to the next part, which is styling our frontal. So I used my heat protectant and my wax stick. Then I went in with my hot comb to just slick that hair back and see the hairline I'm working with. So I was also contemplating if I should pluck more or I should let it be like this, and I ended up letting it be. Because since this is a blonde wig, right? I really love blonde wigs, like you don't really need to do a lot. So I think I was satisfied with the plugging at it, so I just let it be. So before using your hot comb, always remember to use your heat protectant. It's very important because it can damage your hair, especially when you're working with colored wigs like this blonde that I was working with. Because I noticed that this blonde wig, apparently I bought it as a blonde wig, right? But I feel as if it was over processed. Like the texture of the hair wasn't giving what it was supposed to give, and this is that kind of hair that if you're not careful you're going to burn it. So yeah, so just use minimal heat, and now we're going to go to the coiling process. So I'm on the right side. And I'm going to coil towards the left in little tiny bitty sections. And this is advisable because it makes your heat penetrate effortlessly throughout the hair, and it just makes your coils come out overall perfectly. So I was using my biggest coiler. I think this was a size 38 inch. Yeah, the 38. Yeah, this is size 38. And I was still working in tiny bit sections. So I wanted loose coils, right? So the story for this week is for another day. But yeah, so let's just continue with our tutorial. So you're going to notice I really take my time when coiling. I'm not in a haste. I take my time. After coiling each section, I'll hold my wig and I let it sit for some time before I release and pull downwards to send the other part into the clamp. And that's how I coil my hair. I don't just coil the whole hair and then hold. No, I do it each step of the way. So if you're following this tutorial, please just follow what I'm doing. When you coil, you hold, you coil, you hold, and you can see me testing it to know if the heat has penetrated throughout the hair for me to move to the next step or to hold for some time. And I'm just smoothing it out for those flyaway hairs. So like I said, this hair was processed to have this blonde. It was really processed, and I feel like it was over processed. So this causes a lot of breakage, and I just wanted to make sure the hair didn't have a lot of flyaways after I was done coiling. So yeah, so that's it. So next, after coiling that section, I'm going to use my holding spray to just spray on the hair to hold it in place, and then I'm going to pin it down. So yeah, so one reason your coils doesn't last long is because you after coiling you just let your coils drop, and gravity is on doing the work you've done. So always pin your coils down if you have the time. If you don't have the time, you can just chop it and move, right? So yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to pin this down, and then I'm going to proceed to the next part. So I believe that part was very detailed. So this next part I'm going to speed it up a little bit. So yeah, so guys, I think I'm on the left side now, right? Yeah, I think I'm on the left side. So for the left side, I'm going to coil on the opposite direction. I'm going to coil towards the right. So yeah, so with bombshell coils, I'm going to coil towards the right, and my clamp is going up, right? My clamp is going up above the hair, not under the hair, like in reverse bombshell coils. And I'm just basically doing the same thing. After coiling a section, you can visibly see me holding for some time before I release and pull down. So this pulling down method really works, and I advise you use it because it doesn't leave those clamp lines on your wig. So yeah, so after doing that, I'm going to release this, and then I'm going to apply my holding spray, and then I'm going to pin it down. So this just helps your coils last. And now that we're at the front, I want the front to be firm, even though I didn't layer this week yet. I'm going to do that, but I haven't done it yet. But I wanted the front part of the lace to frame a little bit. So I'm going to use a different technique to coil this very last section of the frame. I'm going to go in with my coiler, and I'm going to straighten it out as well. So when you get to this part, if you notice that it's maybe too thick, you can always divide it into two, right? So yeah, so this part I'm going to coil it to the back of the hair. That way it's going to fall perfectly to the front, and I'm going to use the very technique. After coiling, I'm going to hold, as you can see me do. I'm going to hold, and you can see those flyaways I was talking about. Yeah, so I'm going to hold before proceeding, making sure the hair has penetrated through the heat has penetrated through the hair before I proceed to the next part. and I'm just using my fingers to smoothing it out along the way as I go. So yeah. So one more thing, you can always coil this front part to any desired texture. So you can coil it towards your face actually. Or you can coil it away from your face. So the reason I coil it away from my face is because I'm going to comb away from my face and then I'm going to bring it towards my face. So that just gives a more dramatic look, right? And that's what I was going for. So that's why you're going to notice me coiling it that way. So most of the times with clients, they want me to coil it towards the face. They don't want that dramatic look because then another thing is to maintain it, right? Yeah. So there's no need coiling it that way if they're not going to be able to maintain it. If you're coiling it towards the face, it's easier to maintain, right? So yeah. But since this is mine, I'm going to be as dramatic as possible. So yeah, guys. So I think we are coming to the end of our tutorial. So after coiling this hair, I let it sit for like a day, right? Because I had to install it on my birthday. So I let it sit for a day or two, I think. So no, it was a day. So I think that helps the coils to set perfectly and last longer. So like I said in this video, we just try out new things and see which one works and which doesn't work. So I'm going to be back with feedback on the day of the install for you guys to know how it went. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned a thing or two from this. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I'm going to try my best to answer your questions and clarify any issues you have. So yeah, here's what our wig is looking like and hope you learned a thing or two. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and check out my other videos. I might have videos that you find interesting, and also come back for the install of this wig, right? I know you don't want to miss it. So after that, I just went ahead to spray my hairspray for that added shine. After doing this, you can also spray your holding spray for another hold, right? So yeah, so there you have it, guys. Thanks very much for watching and see you in my next video. Bye bye.